Here in example 4, we have a sphere, and we are going to find the radius of this sphere, which is x. This is radius to be found. Okay, what we have, we know the volume of the sphere, which is 500 centimeters cube. So try to remember the volume of sphere. It is 4/3 pi r cube. Then I know the volume is 500. I put 500 here, equals 4/3 pi, and r is the unknown, and I'm going to solve this equation for r. First of all, I move this one to the other side. It turns upside down. I calculate it from my calculator, and it is 375. Then I divide the value by pi, but still not finished because r still we don't know. Then take cube root of this. So use your calculator to find the value of r, and this is corresponding to 3 significant figures, 4.92 centimeters. So this is the value of r, and this is also the x wanted in the question. There is a compound shape in example 5, and we are going to find its volume. This shape is made up of a cylinder and a cone, and the volume of this compound shape is the sum of the volume of cone and volume of cylinder. You need to remember their formulas. Volume of cone is 1/3 times p r square h, plus volume of cylinder is p r square times h. Then let's see if we know the values of r and h. R is the half of diameter. Diameter is 5. And r is the half of it, which is 2.5 centimeters. And this h is the height of cone, and height of cone is that distance. And this is 13 minus 7, which is 6. Okay, so I put here 6, I put here 2.5, take its square and write down the rest, plus let's see what we have for the cylinder. I know r, this is 2.5. Do I know the height? This is the height of the cylinder. Yes, it is 7. So p times 2.5 square times 7. Then you're going to calculate and see your answers. So this is 175/4 pi, and this piece is 25/2 pi. When you add, you will have 225/4 pi, and correct to 3 significant figures, you have the value 177 cubic centimeters, and this is your answer. In example 6, we have a compound shape, and we are going to find its surface area. And let's see which shapes come together to form this compound shape. We have a cone, and we have a hemisphere. This is the half of a sphere. We call it hemisphere. We know the radius, and this is 3. This is the total height, and because we know the radius of hemisphere, the rest of this distance is the height of cone, and it is 7. 10 minus 3 will give us 7. And for the surface area of this compound shape, you need to find the surface area of cone and surface area of hemisphere. Then add them. For the surface area of cone, you need to be careful because we only have the curved surface here. Curved surface area will be enough for us. We don't have the circle because it is within the shape. It is not on the outside of the shape. So the surface area of hemisphere, let's remember the surface area of a sphere. Surface area of sphere is 4pi square, and you need to take the half of it. So times 1/2 will give you the half of it. Then curved surface area of cone, this is PRL, and you're going to substitute the values that you know. I know R and I don't know L, so I need to find it. Plus 1/2 times 4pi r square, which is 3. Okay, let's go back to your figure to see where L is. L is the slant height, and we have within the cone we have a right angle triangle. This is radius, this is height, and L is here. We need to calculate it from Pythagoras theorem. L is the hypotenuse, so the square of L will be equal to 7 square plus 3 square, and you're going to take the square root of this calculation to get the value of L. Then you will reach 58 under the square root sign. It is a very long decimal number, so keep it as an exact value and put it as the square root of 58 within your calculation. Then calculate by using your calculators. You will reach the answer 128, correct to 3 significant figures, and the unit of this is centimeters square.